can be very overwhelming. There's so many amazing places to live, and in fact, there's some places that are not so great either. Do you move to the north? Do you move to the south? I mean, where's a good spot? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking about my actual opinion on where I would personally move to if I were moving to Colorado. Let's get started. Hi there, Christy Lee here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but I am also a native of Colorado. That is why I think this video is so key. It's because these are my personal opinions on my top favorite cities on where I personally would move to or would choose to move to if I were going to be living here brand new. So let's just jump right in. Okay, my very first spot is going to be Parker. Now, Parker is going to be located southeast of Denver, roughly about 30 minutes or so. And the reason that I love Parker is because it's kind of quaint. It makes me feel good, honestly, when I'm down there. And what I love about it is that it's actually still so close to Castle Rock. Castle Rock is phenomenal. I mean, the views out in Castle Rock are incredible. It's growing like crazy, and having Parker being so close to that is really, really great. I mean, we're talking maybe 15, 20 minutes or so. Another great thing about Parker, I believe, is that while it is growing and it's bigger than some other cities for sure, it still feels relatively small. And that's why I really personally gravitate towards it quite a bit. Because it has that small town area, that main street where you're going to have like the coffee shops, the breweries, the restaurants. I really like that area. Parker's also known to be the tree city, and I think it's incredible because it's so far east, but there's pines all over the place. And so kind of feels like you're in the mountains while you're not, because you're so far away from the mountains. And that's why I really dig about that area, is because it's like rolling hills, pines everywhere. And what's even more crazy is that there's deer. There's deer all over the place in Parker. In fact, I've shown so many houses out in Parker and there's like deer just chilling in the front yard. So that's what I really like about that area as well. It is located actually right off of E470 and say Parker Road. So you're going to be relatively close to DIA, the airport, which is also phenomenal. If you travel a lot, work at the airport, whatever it might be, you are going to be relatively close to that area. And like I already said, you are going to be close to Castle Rock too. Getting into like say Denver, you could get into Denver off of I-25. So the I-25 is going to go right north and south of essentially Denver of Colorado. And so you're going to be able to hit I-25 in roughly 15 minutes and then just take that north to Denver or south to Colorado Springs. I really like this area because it is Douglas County schools. So if you have kiddos or you're planning on having kids and you wanted a good school district, Douglas County Schools is ranked one of the best ones in Colorado. In fact, according to niche.com, it's going to be ranked number 2 in the state, which is fantastic. I mean, obviously they are known for their sports, their academics. Douglas County is a really, really great school district. They have 900 acres of outdoor land, parkland, things like that. So if you're an outdoor enthusiast, while it is east, quite a bit east, you still actually could utilize and you could do all of these great things out there outdoors. You have a bunch of riding trails out there. Horseback riding is huge out in this area. Fishing, you could go fishing out there. So there's a bunch of rivers and streams and stuff like that out there too. So Parker, to me, every single time I'm in Parker, and I do spend quite a bit of time in Parker, every time I'm in Parker, it just makes me feel good. There's just something about it. Once you go down there, you'll know what I'm talking about. There's plenty of amenities. There's plenty of shopping. There's plenty of things to do out there. But yet you still kind of feel a little bit farther away, that it doesn't feel so hustle and bustle like some of the other cities. So next up of what I think you should highly consider moving to, if you're moving to Colorado, and one of my top favorites is going to be Erie. Now, Erie, Colorado is close to my heart because I actually do live in Erie, and I promote Erie like crazy. And there's so many reasons why. First off, I didn't even know of Erie my entire life up until about 10 years ago when I met my husband. But it is located just north of Denver, roughly about 20 miles or so. So it's going to take you 30 minutes to get into Denver. That's also why I do love it. And the proximity to Boulder is phenomenal too. So if you either work in Boulder or Denver, Erie is going to be prime of where you should, to be located. You're right off of I-25. So you could get into Denver really, really easily. And then obviously heading out to Boulder, there's so many back roads that you could take into Boulder. It's crazy. You could get into Boulder in roughly 25 minutes. So that is one of the big reasons I love it. Another reason I love it so much is that the views are incredible out here in Erie, and it's growing like crazy. So there's so many new communities that offer these views. So if you're somebody who's looking for a house with a mountain view at a great price, Erie is it, because they're building like crazy, but there's also houses obviously that already have it. And just driving on Erie Parkway, it doesn't get old. Like, I'm driving around and you just see it right in front of you. It's just smack dab in front of you. You see these views all over the place. And that's honestly one of the big reasons why I love this particular area. Erie is also very well known for being that small town feel where it's like, everybody kind of goes to the high school football games. We have the downtown area of Erie there's 2 or 3 breweries, 2 pizzerias, really cool restaurants. We have 24 Carat, Peripi, Erie Social Club. There's so many cool areas right there. They actually closed down Erie, the downtown area of Erie, so Brick Street. So you're going to have the farmers markets, you have the Boo on Bricks, the Christmas parades, all of that fun stuff that, you just, maybe it's a Hallmark movie, I don't know, but it's just really cool. It's very family oriented, just like Parker. Honestly, that's probably why I like Parker so much, is because it does remind me so much of Erie, just on the south side of Denver, obviously. So that's why I love this area. Erie is also part of 2 school districts, actually. You have St. Vrain School District and you have Boulder Valley. So the way that Erie works actually is that it's kind of split in half at County Line Road. So on one side of County Line Road, you're in the Boulder County area, and then on the other side is Weld County. So on the Boulder County, for the most part, you're going to be part of Boulder Valley School District, which is ranked, according to niche.com, #1 in the state. St. Vrain is on the opposite side of Weld County. So we're going to be ranked roughly fourth or fifth for schools as well in the state, according to niche.com. Both of them very, very good. Boulder Valley, most people who contact me, they want to be near Boulder. They want to get their kiddos in Boulder Valley school districts, but they don't want to pay Boulder prices. Erie is it. Move to Erie. You could get so much more of a house and get your kiddos still in that school district. And everything, it's just going to be prime. It's awesome. Another great thing about Erie is, just like Parker, you have a lot of outdoor stuff that you can utilize, right? We have the Colorado National Golf Course that is located in Erie, and that's actually where the CU Buffs golf players practice. We have the disc golf, Erie Disc Golf. We have the Erie Single Track Course, which is awesome. And then miles and miles of trails and open parks and things like that. You're never going to get sick of outdoor activities when it comes to this area. In the summertime, we have the hot air balloons all the time. So, I promote Erie all day long. I love Erie. So if you're looking for a great place to live, so far, Parker's amazing, Erie's amazing, and then we'll hit up the next one. Okay, so number 3 on my list, and somewhere I highly think that you should recommend looking into, is going to be Broomfield. Now, Broomfield's going to be the larger one of the 3 that I'm going to be talking about, and it's 33 square miles. And Broomfield it's large. It's very spread out. I have lived in Broomfield quite a bit over my years. I've moved a lot in Broomfield. I've worked and lived in Broomfield, and it is fantastic, but it is very big. So it's not going to be like Parker and Erie, where you have that small town knit feel, that downtown area where you're going to do all that kind of stuff as far as festivals and stuff like that is concerned. Broomfield's not like that. Broomfield is going to be very spread out, growing like crazy, but it's going to just be closer to the mountains, I would say. If you're wanting something that's going to be, close to Boulder, it's definitely close to Boulder. You're close to Denver, but this is going to be one out of the three that's going to be a little bit closer to the mountains. So if you're somebody who likes to go skiing or camping or, head up to the foothills a lot, Broomfield is going to be a great location to do all that stuff. Broomfield, just like the other ones, does offer both, older homes and the newer homes. A lot of new build communities are going in Broomfield because it's growing like crazy. You're going to have a lot of new communities, say up on North Broomfield, which is actually going to be kind of butting up on Erie. But you have anthems out there, baselines out there, amongst other ones. There's a lot of custom stuff going on in Broomfield as well. Broomfield is also going to be where you're going to have like the Flatirons Mall. You have the Orchard Town Center, which actually might be on the cusp of Broomfield and Westminster. Honestly, I'm not sure. They're like right there. But there's so many golf courses. There's so many shopping areas, restaurants. Broomfield, when you think about a suburbia, like a larger suburban area, Broomfield's definitely going to be it. More spread out, more streets, more traffic, more, the Targets, the Costco's, all that kind of stuff is going to be in the Broomfield area. I do absolutely love it. You're going to have the views out there too. The convenience between Denver and Boulder is prime when you're living in Broomfield. In this area though, I will say, when you're living in Broomfield, if you have kids and you're concerned about school districts, Broomfield is actually part of 3 school districts, maybe 4. St. Frank might be part of it too. It's definitely going to be Broomfield School District. They have their own. It's going to be part of Boulder Valley School District. It's going to be part of Adams 12 5-star School District. And then I believe it might be a little bit part of St. Vrain. So there is because it is so large, depending on where you want your kiddos to go, you're going to have to actually cater your house search to that particular area. And then, kind of go from there. There's so many great areas. There's so many great, parks and outdoor recreation in this area too. You really can't go wrong when it comes to Broomfield. You really just can't. It's just a different vibe than, say, Parker or Erie, just because it is so much larger. All right, so those are my top 3 locations I think you should consider based off solely my opinion. That is all. There's no factual information based off of that. I have lived in 2 of them. I would love to live in Parker if I ever got down south or convinced my husband to move down south. I would definitely hit up Parker, but the other 2 for sure, Broomfield, Erie, huge on the list. Definitely check them out. Contact me anytime if you have questions about these 3 areas or any other areas in Colorado. Be more than happy to help you. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video.